quarterback, Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Her left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ice.
Rennerson Field, better known as the Factory, here in Ypsilanti, Michigan, where we kick off Week 4 Maction. Hello, Mac fans. Nate Murphy here with Tony Papel, and tonight we've got the Kent State Golden Flashes and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And Tony, these are two teams with exceptional depth and talent in all three phases of the game.
Yes, they do. You're absolutely right, Nate. We saw fantastic receiver play last week. We saw a special teams touchdown from Brandon Demora. Everything was all over the field last week.
And here's the special teams off the very opening kickoff, and this could be a touchdown, and tripped up and going down at the 10-yard line. And it's all going to be for naught. Great field position, wiped off the board by a clip.
Yeah, it's that devastating clipping penalty early. That could have been a fantastic start. Would have put points on the board almost certainly for this first Eastern Michigan drive, but sadly it was all for naught.
Well, that is a huge penalty. It's only going to go down in the stat sheet as a 15-yard penalty. But that flips the field from one end to the other. Instead of starting first and goal, it's 1st and 10 on their own 14. Over the middle for Friedman, and he is going to find Brandon Oliver on play number 1.
Fantastic pitch and catch to Brandon Oliver. He is 8th in yards per game in the CFSL with 134.
And he's played a game, so he had a huge game a week ago. They'll look to get him rolling, and Friedman complete again. This one to Freddie Chin. He hurdles nobody, goes down after 4.
Well, you know, last game I called, we had somebody get a state championship at the 100-meter dash. This game, you never know. He could be training for the 110-meter hurdles.
Oh, it was impressive. He had a pretty nice vertical leap there. And now Friedman's going to take off on second down. He's got first down yardage and a little bit more over the 40. Give him 11 yards. And on this nice gray turf here in Ypsilanti, they've got a first down.
I believe it's called silver, Nate, but it is gray, I suppose. I spoke to the head coach of Eastern Michigan, Brandon Vieira. He said he expects Ludwig Friedman to show he's one of the best quarterbacks in the CFSL, looking like it there.
Now listen, it looks like concrete to me. It can't be fun to get tackled on, if you ask me. And this is Jackson Bugg, 5 yards on that reception as he falls out of bounds.
Jackson Bugg also had a huge game at 137 receiving yards last week.
Eastern Michigan in a shootout a week ago. So I'm sure there's stats all over the place. And Freddie Chin, another catch. This one just short of first down yardage.
Yeah, that's a great tackle by Jody Struble, the freshman quarterback, to bring him short of the first down.
So 3rd and inches. The Eagles looking to continue this drive, and they will. Great run up the middle, and breaking a couple of tackles is Gabriel Ziegler. Give him 11. Move the chains again for Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, last week we definitely saw that Maction is where the rushing game is at. Nearly all 6 running backs had a fantastic job last week. Ziegler starting off great here.
And they will go back to the air with Friedman wide open receiver, complete first down yardage and more. Jafari Davis Jr.'s got 14 on his first catch.
At 59 yards last week, the senior transfer had a fantastic reception there down the right sideline.
Now 1st and 10. Getting close to where they would have had it if the kickoff return would have stood. And this one complete again to Jafari Davis Jr. 6 more yards on that catch, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
Back-to-back for Davis Jr. Marshall Haley, the freshman linebacker, with the tackle there.
And Ludwig Friedman starting off 6 of 6 here on this drive. He's got 4 receivers in the set here. Coming near side, complete again, and then giving a little bit of ground was Jafari Davis Jr. 3 straight catches for Davis Jr., and it'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Davis Jr. has to be a bit more aware there. Has to turn that one inside through the field of play. Can't run that out of bounds.
So a 3rd down here. Kent State looking to get off the field all kinds of time for Friedman. Finds an open receiver inside the 5-yard line. Goes Gabriel Ziegler. 1st and goal, Eagles.
Yeah, fantastic job out of the backfield there for Ziegler. Had -1 receiving yards last week, so already in the positive here.
The 1st and goal, fully loaded shotgun. They're going to throw it. Running into his blocking back was Friedman. Still gets it to Jackson Bug. Good for 2. 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, very strange play design there, but the Paradise, Texas native comes down with the reception on the 2-yard line here for the Eagles.
2nd and goal, still going to spread things out. 4 receivers in the set, 3 to the top of the screen. Friedman going to take off, and he's going to walk it in for an EMU touchdown.
Fantastic touchdown run by Friedman, his first rushing touchdown of his career for the Salzburg, Austria native. Fantastic job. You know, he said he wanted to, or he was quite possibly the best recruit to ever come out of Europe and wanted to prove it here in the CFSL. Through a week and 2.5 minutes, he's definitely looking like he's a contender.
A perfect start to this drive for Friedman, and then finishes it off with the touchdown run from 2 yards out. And now, can Kent State answer back? Tobias Johnson, the freshman quarterback, and Rocco Rambo, the freshman running back, coming out. We'll see what kind of damage they can do here, Tony.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Johnson struggled last week. He's currently ranked 23rd out of 26 quarterbacks in the CFSL. But like you said, Nate, Rocco Rambo had a fantastic week as well. Look for him to target Brandon Demora, the junior transfer, early and often.
Now they will go bubble screen to the outside, complete, and getting good yards after the catch is Tanner Wilson, 11 yards and a first down on the first play for the Golden Flashes.
Yeah, Sandusky, Ohio native. Great job of getting that down the left sideline, utilizing the blocks as well.
And now first down, pistol formation for Kent State. They're going to go to the ground game with Rambo, and he's going to find 6 yards right up the middle.
Yeah, fantastic job by that freshman running back. We called him out right before this drive. He got a little bit overshadowed by that incredible performance by Rack Rhodes last week, but he was just as impressive.
And he's got it again on 2nd down. He's going to fall forward off the hit and pick up only a yard, but a big 3rd and 3 coming up here early on for Kent State.
Jan Wozniak, the freshman defensive end, picking up that tackle.
So a 5 wide receiver set here. All kinds of time, taking a shot down the seam, laying out, but cannot hold on to that one. It falls incomplete, and Kent State going to have to punt it away.
You have to wonder if that one got just a little bit away from him. There is an 11-mile-per-hour wind tonight here, so that one definitely could have been affected.
It is cold as well, so the ball might be a little bit hard to catch, and especially on special teams, we see a muff punt between the wind and the cold weather. Special teams and in some of this passing game could be affected big time.
Yes, it could. You're right, but Friedman didn't show any signs of that on the last drive. We'll see if he does here.
1st and 10, gonna set up and throw, has all kinds of time, dumps it underneath, complete. Gabriel Ziegler showing what he can do out of the backfield, catching the ball as well.
Yes, exactly. That's one of those angle routes that you love so much, Nate, out of the backfield. Very difficult for linebackers to cover. Great job of just sitting down, the linebacker's back way off and got a huge gain.
So now back out of the pistol set, 1st and 10 again on their own 40-yard line. Firing near side, and that one misfired. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, and that is Friedman's first incompletion of the night.
Yeah, that was Davis Jr. there on the left sideline. Had to be a miscommunication, or at least that one slipped out of the hand.
2-by-2 set here for Friedman, and he's back in the pocket all kinds of time. And once again, Ziegler out of the backfield, cut that one up the sideline and was wide open.
He was, yes. Brandon Fowler from Hereford, Texas, made the tackle on that play, forcing the 3rd and 3.
The 3rd down from the 47, bubble screen, and has some blocking in front. And down near the 40-yard line goes Freddie Chin. Great blocking on the outside, and Chin took advantage of it.
Has 3 receptions here in this first quarter alone, had 7 last week total, so he's getting involved everywhere early.
Pistol formation, and they motion Ziegler out. They're going to throw that direction, and he couldn't quite get it turned upfield. There was a lot of room to work.
Yes, there was. It's one of my favorite things. I call it out every game. Quarterbacks have to give their playmakers more time out on the edge. Throw it earlier or throw it later, but you can't throw it then.
So now 4 receivers again, draw play. Ziegler up the middle, runs through one arm tackle and falls forward. Give him 6. It'll be 3rd and 1.
benefited from a great pancake block from an offensive lineman. Ziegler is, effectively rushing the football here. That front three of Kent State is having trouble stopping the running game.
So 3rd and 1. They will throw for it. Friedman has a man open and connects with Jafari Davis Jr. for 5 yards. Move the chains once again.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan is throwing the ball everywhere they want. Kent State is doing a good job of not letting anything burn them deep, but they're just getting dinked and dunked all over the field.
Fully loaded pistol triple option, and this time Kent State was ready for the run game. Wyatt Montgomery with the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, had 1 tackle last week, and that was all. So his first tackle for loss of his career. Congratulations for the safety coming up on that. Saw the read option, noticed it immediately, and ran towards it.
So now 2nd down and 13. Complete over the middle. Brandon Oliver, give him, they'll call it 2. Sets up a 3rd and 10. The math not really mathing on that one, but it's a 3rd and long for Eastern Michigan.
Well, the math may not be mathing here in the MAC, Nate. You never know.
Well, these are usually some pretty smart schools. Let's give them some credit. And this one to the outside, complete. And Jafari Davis Jr. came back a little bit to that football, and it cost him just enough to keep him from picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, very surprising there. You normally always see refs give them the benefit of the doubt on the 1st down, but not here. That's a tough call.
And so now Esteban De Leon up and good. So he was able to kick that one through the wind and then between the pipes. Does his job to perfection right down the middle. 10-0 Eagles here with 2:09 to go 1st quarter. Tony, it's got to be answer time. You saw the yardage pop up on the screen not very long ago. Kent State has to find an answer on this drive.
Yes, they do. You're absolutely right. You never want to trail points with field goals. You have to get touchdowns. And so, it's 10-0, may not be too crucial to get a touchdown, but like you said, Nate, they do need points.
Want to answer now. You can't let this get too far away from you here. And a good job on 1st down. Tanner Wilson, 2nd time we've seen him take a screenplay and pick up good yards after the catch.
Yeah, they're really liking that screenplay on that left side, really utilizing the wide side of the field. 2 times, great results.
2nd down and short, and they're going to hand it off. Draw play and had some room to work. DeDraco Rambo finds 6 yards and a 1st down for Kent State.
Yeah, averaging nearly 4.5 per carry. If they can keep that, that yard per carry up like that all game, it could be a long day for that Eastern Michigan defense.
And play action over the middle, complete. Good job from Devontae Hayes to hold on to that football.
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri native, the freshman wide receiver, fantastic job. That's a tough catch in traffic, and that's a long 3 there, Nate.
So Tobias Johnson, 3 of 4, and you're right, that's closer to 4 yards here on the 2nd down, but again, math not really mathing. Complete. Devontae Hayes once again, 8 yards on that catch. Doesn't matter what you call it there, that's a 1st down.
That is a 1st down, is exactly right. Golden Flashes are getting a lot more consistent offense here. They need to keep it going.
Just inside the 45, Kent State looking to put some points on the board, and a good throw and a good comeback route. Brandon DeMora with the foot down in bounds and moves the chains.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage over there with Ray Smith, the junior, and DeMora just, outmaneuvers him. Fantastic job putting the foot in the ground, coming back to the ball and getting the foot in bounds.
Tobias Johnson, a good job throwing that one on the run. A little bit of a knuckleball, but it was effective. And now they're going to go back to the ground game. Johnson's going to keep it on the read option, has a lot of room to work. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and inside the end zone. Kent State with the touchdown.
An incredible run there from Tobias Johnson, the freshman quarterback for Kent State. Unbelievable. Utilized a fantastic block, downfield pancake from his offensive line. And if this running attack can continue all game, like we said earlier, Eastern Michigan could be in for a long day. Kent State responded exactly the way they had to.
He had that little Tecmo Super Bowl weave going there at the end as he got inside the 10-yard line. No one knew which direction he was going, and he winds up in the end zone. So there's the answer drive we were talking about. It's exactly what Kent State needed. Now Friedman on the other side for Eastern Michigan. He's had a great start to this ball game. I believe he's like 10 of 11 or 11 of 12 to start this thing. How does Eastern Michigan get back downfield, and can they extend the lead here?
Well, as you can see there, total plays, more plays, significantly more for Eastern Michigan. They've had success throwing the ball, especially to that right side of the field. Look for that to continue this drive.
They've got one receiver that direction. They're going to look over there to Ziegler, but everything was well covered, and Friedman throws it away.
Yes, he does, exactly. Quick update on the Twitch game. Notre Dame is leading Clemson 7-3 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Great ball game over there. We've got a good one going on here on YouTube as well. Complete and fighting for first down yardage is Freddie Chin. He's having a great first quarter. 4 catches, 32 yards.
Yes, he is. Exactly right. Royce Gowden, the freshman cornerback, coming up with the tackle there. Almost kept him short. I thought he actually might have succeeded, but they gave him the benefit of the doubt on that one and not earlier.
You know, a little bit of a home spot there for the Eagles, I believe. Draw play to Ziegler, has room to work, and then a good job gang tackling by the Kent State defense.
Yes, it was flowing to the football effectively. That offensive line of Eastern Michigan is creating holes all over the place for Ziegler and Friedman to run.
Well, that's it for the first quarter. We've had a lot of action here early on. It is 10-7 Eastern Michigan over Kent State. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. Welcome back inside the factory here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Eastern Michigan with a second down and short here. Play fake, and they're going to throw this one away. Sets up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 17 of 20 on the night so far. Kind of the first coverage sack or coverage throwaway we've seen. Great job there by the Kent State secondary.
They've been successful on 3rd down as well, looking to continue that, and they will. Freddie Chin again, and he is just working his way through this Kent State secondary early on.
Yes, he is, exactly. Kind of been utilized exactly over the middle of the field in that 5 to 10 yard range. Effective there again.
4 wide receivers set, go right up the middle with Ziegler, and he's got room, and then powers his way forward. Picked up 3 on that after he was stood up. Good job falling forward.
Yeah, exactly. Yards after contact will be huge for both Ziegler and Rocco Rambo this game.
2nd down and 1. Play fake. Here go far side, floats that one out there complete. It's Freddie Chin again, and he got turned inside out.
Yeah, that's a monstrous hit by Wyatt Montgomery. But right there, exactly, Friedman did a better job of getting his receiver the ball in space and letting him turn upfield.
But now, 1st and 10, driving again is Eastern Michigan. Taking a shot down the seam, complete. Chin once again. And again, he takes a hard hit, but holds on to the football. 1st down, Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see a drop all game from this, from Chen. A fantastic hit by Royce Gowden there again. Saw a big hit earlier from him, but, you know, Freddie Chen might be talking to Friedman later in this game, maybe once they get back to the sideline, saying, don't throw it to me in so much traffic next time.
Yeah, sit me down in that zone. Don't keep leading me across where I'm going to get my head knocked off. He held on to it. Now on 1st down, this one thrown into traffic, and Royce Gowden almost took that the other way.
Yes, he did. Exactly. That could have been very dangerous. A bit lucky there for Friedman. Let's see if he could settle down here and respond with a good, accurate pass.
So 2nd down and 10, ball on the 15. They're going to turn and hand it to Ziegler inside the 10, and they may have just given him the 10-yard line and thought he was going to fall forward again. 3rd down and 5 coming up now.
Eric Chavez, the freshman safety, coming up with the tackle there.
So now 2-by-2 set. They're going to throw forward here on 3rd down. Floated far side, complete. Freddie Chin taps the toes, picks up the 1st down, and it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of heel drag swag there. A fantastic job getting the feet inbounds with the ball at the 2.
Now fully loaded shotgun, and they're going to throw for it from the 2 and into traffic, and that one falls incomplete.
I think that actually might have been Freddie Chen after I just called him out earlier for never dropping the ball. Drops one in the end zone. That's got to be devastating for his confidence.
Goal line formation now for the Eagles. Bringing in all the big guys, and they're going to give it to Ziegler, and he drops the football. And then Brandon Oliver, Johnny on the spot, picks it up in the end zone. And after all of that, EMU has a touchdown again.
Oh my goodness, that could have been devastating. I don't know how he didn't cross the goal line with the ball. Fumbles it, must have been on the 2-inch line or so. But lucky, like you said, Johnny on the spot, Brandon Oliver gets his third touchdown on the season. Not a receiving touchdown. I don't know what they're going to call that one.
I believe it will officially go down in the books as a rushing touchdown for Brandon Oliver. We'll have to see how it all shakes out when the stat team gets to the stats here tonight. But Eastern Michigan did what they needed to do. Answered a touchdown with a touchdown. Pressure goes right back on Tobias Johnson and the Kent State offense.
Yes, it does. Exactly. I believe that was number 21, Silas Riggs, who forced that fumble, but just couldn't come up with it when it was on the ground. Kent State, again, needs to respond with points here.
So something to keep an eye on when Eastern Michigan gets the ball back is how many receptions Chin has. 12 is third on the all-time list for Eastern Michigan in a game. Rocco Rambo, 6 yards right up the middle. Good start to this drive for Kent State.
Yeah, has somehow improved his yards per carry average to nearly 5. That front four of Eastern Michigan is going to have to do a better job of containing him.
Shotgun set. They're going to hand it off and right up the middle. Plenty of room to work as Rambo. He takes a hard hit, but he's got 8. He's up to 27 yards rushing now.
Yeah, that was a monstrous hit by the linebacker flying up to fill that hole. Great job of using back-to-back plays, utilizing Rambo's speed.
And now Rambo gets it on the counter, cuts it inside, picks up 12. And you just said the speed of Rocco Rambo. He put his foot in the ground, made that cut, and he picked up speed in a hurry.
Yes, he did. Yeah, great tackles by Jet Pickens and Dante Brown there.
And now it looked like they were going to try and set up a screen. Johnson didn't like what he saw and threw it into the stands.
Well, I'll tell you what, throwing that way into the stands, maybe a souvenir, is much better than throwing a pick six.
Yeah, I think most quarterbacks would agree with that. 2nd down and 10. They're going to fake the speed, the jet sweep. They give it back to Rambo right up the middle. 3rd and 7 coming up now for Kent State.
I suppose the only people who wouldn't prefer that would be ones who like completions, and an interception is a completion.
Yeah, I mean, you got to check your eyes if you're throwing to the team in the wrong color jersey, though. This one dumped underneath the Rambo, picks up 3, needed 7, so it'll be 4th and 4. And I was going to say decision time, but not much of a decision to be made, I guess. They're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long field goal. What is that, 58, 59 yards into the wind, possibly? I don't think there's any chance any kicker in the CFSL is making that one.
No, I can agree with that. I thought maybe down 10 in that spot, they might go for it near midfield, but going to play the field position game. Nice punt, pins Eastern Michigan back inside their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, ball on the 17, 2x2 set, and Friedman with time, complete again, and it's Chin once again across the 40 to the 43-yard line. 9 catches already for Freddie Chin.
Now almost crossing the 100 barrier here within the first 10 minutes or so of this ball game. Fantastic performance, just found that spot in the zone coverage. The outside receiver ran that safe around that corner way out. That's a great play design there. I wanted to ask you, you're the connoisseur of For the Brand. Nate, what constitutes For the Brand? Inside the 10-yard line of punt?
I like to see him check up inside the 10 or kicked out of bounds. I think good special teams coverage is a little bit different than the punt itself. And this one, a great job from Kent State getting home and knocking Friedman down as he tries to throw that one away.
Yeah, haven't really seen the pass rush get home too much. That's a great job.
So 2nd down and 10. They're going to go with Ziegler up the middle on a draw. He breaks 1 tackle, finds 5 yards, and makes this a manageable 3rd and 5.
Yes, it does. Exactly. I can see Chad is loving these disses on Beat It Down B. He likes A1 on his well done steak. Do you like well done steak, Nate?
Nobody should like well done steak. Medium rare or get out of the steakhouse. This one screen pass to Santos, and he finds 8 yards and a 1st down.
Fantastic job by Santos. Didn't have a reception last game. Utilized very effectively there to pick up that 1st down, get inside the 45-yard line.
Now 1st down just inside the 45, as you mentioned, for Eastern Michigan on the move again. Time to throw for Friedman. Wide open is Chin inside the 15. Another 30 yards for Freddie Chin. 10 catches, 127 yards on the night.
Jen could be on pace to hit the 300 mark at this rate. Oh my goodness, he's having an incredible game. He's just torching this Kent State defense, being utilized very effectively. I think maybe the threat of Oliver and Bug is leaving Chen so wide open.
And so now 1st and 10. This one dumped underneath, complete to Juani Santos. 1 yard, and that is it. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 2 receptions on this drive for Santos. Great job of getting utilized by the freshman here. They're just utilizing every single player they have.
Now 2nd and 9. Friedman time to throw again to the end zone. Had a man open and couldn't quite squeeze it in there.
No, I think that's a mistake on Friedman's part. That's got to be put in a catchable area for that receiver.
And so it's 3rd and goal, or 3rd and 9, can pick up the first down at the 4. They are going to say, forget the first down. Brandon Oliver's finding the end zone. It's another Eastern Michigan touchdown.
Another touchdown for Oliver. Had the quote-unquote rushing touchdown with the fumble recovery in the end zone. That's his 3rd receiving touchdown on the season for the Ozark, Missouri native. Great throw. They might review that one. I don't know if he was in, Nate.
And they will take a look at this. And while they're taking a look at this, I just want to point out, back in season 12, Taylor Stewart for Eastern Michigan had a 15-catch ball game. Looks like the heels are on the chalk there. That is the Eastern Michigan record, is 15. And we are looking at Freddie Chin already being at 10 here in the first half. And unbelievable, they're going to call this a catch and a touchdown. So Eastern Michigan is going to extend their lead.
That might be the worst call I have ever seen, Nate. That's definitely the hometown cooking with the refs there. Like you said, Chen on pace to maybe set a receptions record. The receiving yards record for Eastern Michigan is 209. He is well on his way for that as well.
Although he's already up over 120 to get to 3rd place on that list. It's at 152, so definitely keep an eye on Freddie Chin the rest of the way. Kent State's defense better keep an eye on Freddie Chin the rest of the way, or he's going to put this one out of reach single-handedly. Tobias Johnson needs to get this offense rolling. 4:09 to go first half. Read option breaks a tackle in the backfield, and that's a good start when you need points. He picks up 9 here on first down.
A fantastic rush there, as you can see, averaging nearly 19 yards a carry with that touchdown earlier. As Corinth posts in chat, the refs might eat well-done steak after that call.
Well, unless they're eating here in Ypsilanti, then they're going to get whatever they want, and it's going to be cooked to perfection. Tobias Johnson going to pick up a first down on that one, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Kent State needs to put a drive together. Bubble screen blocking on the outside, and Brandon DeMora is going to pick up 6.
That's a fantastic play design there. Devontae Hayes was actually blocking 2 people. The safety was trying to come over to tackle DeMora, but wasn't able to get through the block.
And so empty set here for Johnson. He's going to go over the middle, complete. Inside the 40 goes Brandon DeMora, 13 yards down to about the 37-yard line.
DeMora had 151 yards receiving last week, an incredible performance. Got a bit of a slow start here in this one, but now coming into his own.
And now they're going to give it to Rambo, and he's going to pick his way forward. No whistle yet. Give him 4 as they do finally tackle him after that short pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Rambo now up to nearly 6 yards per carry. Both offensive lines are creating huge holes for the running game.
So now 2nd down and 6. Blitz coming, gets it away just in time. And Andrew Weimeyer, I knew I was going to mess that one up. With the catch, it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that is a tricky one. I think it's Weimeyer, exactly. I think he corrected it the last time there. The tight end with another reception there.
So now 3rd and 1. Johnson going to throw a wide open receiver. And a good route combination there. Got the receiver behind the corner, and Tanner Wilson picks up the first down.
Yeah, I think that might have been a bubble screen fake. The safety charged up to get that one, and like you said, just threw it right in front of that corner.
And now they're going to go back to the ground game with Rambo. He fights forward, shakes off 1 tackle, give him 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a great tackle by JT Carter there to come up with it before he could get any more.
So they will use a timeout. 2:01 to go. Plenty of time to go here in the first half. Rambo up the middle again. Excuse me, that's Sampson coming in to spell Rambo on that one. He picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Fantastic tackle there again by Anthony Simmons as well. That's his first tackle of his career. Congratulations.
So 3rd and 2. They're going to throw for it here to the end zone and misfired there. Trying to squeeze that one in and couldn't find an open receiver. It'll be 4th and 2. Kent State's going to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, you know, you need points, obviously, Nate, but you never want to chase kicking field goals. I would have tried to go for it there.
I tend to agree with you there. I thought maybe we would see him go for it on 4th and 2, but the field goal does cut this to 14, gives you a 2-possession game. Now you got to hope that your defense can come up with a stop here with about a minute and a half to go first half, as this one returned by Ray Smith for 26 yards.
Yeah, maybe they're counting on, Kent State will get the ball at the half, so maybe they're counting on that. If they can get a stop, they still have 2 timeouts. Maybe they can try and go down the field. It'd be a tough ask, but at least they will get the ball. They need a stop.
2-by-2 set for Eastern Michigan. They have some quick strike capability, so we'll see what they decide to do. They go with Ziegler first play, right up the middle, 9 yards and a timeout.
Yeah, I think that benefits Kent State there for Eastern Michigan calling the timeout.
Well, 2nd down and 1. And Eastern Michigan going to take a shot, and Jackson Bugg gets the feet down in bounds and 23 yards.
That's a long throw by Friedman. Very accurate. Great catch by Bugg, getting the toes down inbounds. We've seen Eastern Michigan really utilize that left side of the field, especially when the ball is on the right hash. They've been using bubble screens, comeback routes, go routes as well, and that's just another example.
And a good throw and catch on that one to pick up the big first down. So now inside the Kent State 40 already after just 2 plays. There goes Freddie Chin again. That's his 11th catch in the first half. He's got 9 on that one.
He's on pace to shatter the receptions record for Eastern Michigan. Great pitch and catch there.
2nd and 1. Almost down to the 1-minute mark. We're going to go screen play, far side. Ziegler breaks a tackle. He's going to get to the 20-yard line and inside the 20 to the 16. 14-yard pickup there and a first down.
Yeah, Ziegler is having a great game rushing and nearly at 50 yards receiving as well, utilizing great blocking and broken tackles to get inside the red zone. He got out of bounds as well to stop the clock.
So 56 seconds left here in the first half. Play fake. Friedman has plenty of time, and he's got a receiver, Brandon Oliver, inside the 5. They'll call a timeout. It'll be 1st and goal.
He wanted that one. That would have been his 3rd touchdown on the game.
So 1st and goal from the 2. Slant pattern to Jackson Bugg, and that is an Eastern Michigan touchdown.
That's his first touchdown reception on the game. Had one last week, another one here. That is exactly what Kent State could not afford to do. They could not give up the touchdown there. They have 48 seconds left and 2 timeouts to drive down the field, put points on the board before getting the ball at the half.
It's a 21-point ball game, and you said they do get the ball coming out of the break. But do you think they go conservative here? They've got the 11-mile-an-hour wind to deal with. Do you think they go conservative, or is this a situation where they have to take a shot, they have to get points here?
I don't think they can afford to be conservative here, Nate. I think they do need to press and get the ball down the field quickly.
Well, they will throw it here on 1st down. Well, they were going to try and throw it, but Johnson is going to get dropped in the backfield by Chase Matthews, his first sack of the night, and that might change the play calling for Kent State.
Yes, it will. Breaks through the double team of the offensive center and guard there. The junior defensive tackle with his 2nd sack of his career, or of the season. I'm so sorry. That's a great play. Key, and they don't call the timeout, which is going to utilize so much clock. I think now they might be a bit more conservative, Nate.
And 2nd down and 16. 81 yards away from the end zone here, so I don't think we're going to see much of a shot as they're going to wind this down a little bit. Draw play to Rambo, and he's going to pick his way forward for 2, and that is it. So let's see if they just wind this all the way down to halftime.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to happen, and that is exactly.
So 2 quarters in the books here in Ypsilanti. It is 31-10 Eastern Michigan over Kent State. And Tony, a lot of offense, particularly from Eastern Michigan and Freddie Chen. So talk us through what you saw here in the first half.
I think we saw a fantastic balanced performance by that Eastern Michigan offense. We've seen Ziegler utilized effectively in the running game. He's been good out of the backfield. Bonnie Santos as well. The backup halfback has too. I think really what we've seen so far is fantastic offense from both teams. I know the defense of Eastern Michigan has stood tall a couple more times, but the running game, I think, has been the key for both teams. Rocco Rambo and Gabriel Ziegler are doing a fantastic job, and the offensive lines are as well.
Well, we got a second quick update on Twitch. Notre Dame up 20-6 over Clemson. Here you see the offensive yardage, and look at the passing yards for Eastern Michigan as Friedman over 300 yards here in the first half. And again, about 130 or so of that going to Freddie Chen.
Yeah, an unbelievable performance for Chen. It's a bit surprising. We've yet to see him capitalize that with a touchdown. We've seen Brandon Oliver have a few. Jackson Bugg just got his as well. So I'm wondering if maybe on the sideline, Chen's going to say, you know what, Friedman, I'm carrying you down the field. You got to at least get me one in the end zone.
And I would look at him and tell him, break a tackle and get there yourself. I'm going to throw it to you where you're open. Prima donna wide receivers. And this one returned by Rocco Rambo as he's trying to get himself going again and get this offense rolling. And ball on the 30. We mentioned the end of the half was a big drive for Kent State. This one definitely a must score, down 21 to start the half. And this one should have gone the other direction. Brady Boutwell had his hands on it and should have scored.
Yes, he should have. You're absolutely right. The new addition to this Eastern Michigan team, that's his first career pass deflection.
But now shotgun formation, going to throw again is Tobias Johnson. Taking a shot downfield and again into coverage. This time Dante Brown swats it away.
Yes, he does. Great job by the safety of closing in on the receiver, preventing that connection. That would have been a big first down.
A third down already for Kent State. Screenplay. Rocco Rambo not going to get away. A big tackle right there near the line of scrimmage. In fact, it's going to be a 2-yard loss and a 3-and-out for Kent State.
Yeah, that's Michael Sands, the freshman defensive end, with his first tackle for loss of his career. Congratulations for that. And yeah, another, that's exactly what Kent State could not do. Great defense. Maybe got a bit unlucky, got a benefit from the doubt by that drop pick. But, you got to think if you could break 1 or 2 tackles here, get the ball in a little bit quicker by Johnson, that could have been a successful drive.
And Michael Kane, 14 yards on the return out to the 45. And we're going to see some highlights of this Eastern Michigan offense. And, of course, the star so far here, Freddie Chen. We've mentioned it already, up to, I believe, 11 catches here in the first half.
Yes, he is. Almost at 140 yards receiving as well. I mean, I'm sure they're going to target him consistently this game. Look for him to try and break the Eastern Michigan records.
So now 1st and 10, ball just short of the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers bottom of the screen, 1 up top. They go that direction, complete. Jackson Bugg, quick little slant route, gets inside and picks up 11.
Yeah, 43 yards. Saw him just catch that touchdown on the last drive across the 50-yard line. Eastern Michigan is cruising again.
And Riggs with another tackle to add to his stats. And this one complete and looking for more yardage out of the backfield. That is a great throw and catch. Getting that one out to Santos. He runs a little wheel route out of the backfield, and it was wide open.
Yeah, exactly. Head coach Brandon Vieira doing a much better job this week of utilizing the halfbacks out of the backfield in the receiving game. I don't think Kent State was prepared for that.
And a quick update over on Twitch, 20-9 at halftime. Notre Dame up over Clemson as Clemson got a field goal to end the half. And now Ziegler right up the middle, 5 more yards. And he's getting 4 or 5 yards downfield before anybody from Kent State is even putting a hand on him.
Yes, he is. Exactly. That is a good job of Kent State by flying to the football. It looked like 5 or 6 different golden flashes there.
So 4 receivers again. And they're going to take a shot towards the end zone. Had a receiver breaking open and couldn't quite drop it in the bucket.
No, he could not. Exactly. That's definitely on Friedman. Maybe got a little bit too scared, heard some footsteps, and couldn't connect.
And it looks like Jafar Davis Jr. that was open in the end zone. And this is going to be a screen to Ziegler. He's going to lose 7 yards. So a good drive, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal as Eastern Michigan.
Yes, they are. Chad Anderson with the tackle for loss there. Fantastic play coming up and tackling him for loss. Like you said, they're going to force a field goal. They couldn't give up a touchdown, and they didn't, but they would have liked to know more points. This next drive, Nate, we said it last time. They had to score, and they didn't. This is even more of a must score.
43-yard field goal attempt into the wind, and they are going to miss this one. He pushes it to the right. Had the distance, couldn't quite get the accuracy down. Kent State now still alive, down 21. They don't surrender any points as they catch a bit of a break there on special teams. And now one of their offensive linemen jumps.
Yeah, they catch a break and then give it right back. Maybe, though, that missed field goal is the momentum they need to try and get a big comeback. Last week, Eastern Michigan was up 21, and Bowling Green came back. You never know what could happen here.
No, you shouldn't have said it, because now if it happens... And here goes Rocco Rambo up the middle, give him 4, nearly picks up all that penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd and 11.
I know, beat it down, B. Brandon. I'm so sorry, but I did have to bring it up. It happened last week, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't.
Listen, it happened to me, I believe, at the exact same time. So that was a disappointing night. I know that feeling very well, Brandon. And Jet Pickens picks up a tackle for loss as Rambo is dropped in the backfield. This becomes a 3rd and 14 now for Kent State.
Yeah, that's Jet Pickens, the cornerback on the cornerback blitz. Great job getting his first tackle for loss of his career.
And now they're going to go screen pass. Rambo, not enough blocking in front, and he was caught from behind. A great play by the defense once again. Paul Painter chases him down.
Freshman defensive tackle, like you said, great job of running, dropped back into coverage, knew the play design immediately, just waiting to see which side of the ball Rambo went, was there to make the quick play.
So a 4th and 15, Kent State not really a choice here. Got to punt this thing away. 6:22 to go, 3rd quarter. A lot of football left, but again, you're putting a bunch of pressure here on your defense to continue to hold. They've got to hold the score where it is, and they have had a tough time slowing down this passing attack at points in this game. So 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line for Eastern Michigan. Ground attack now from Ziegler, breaks 1, and he's got 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nate, that might have been the longest 4-yard run I've ever seen. I could have sworn he picked up 7 or 8 there.
It did feel like he had a lot more room, that he was going to pick up more than just 4. I think that yellow line is moving on us a little bit. And Friedman, all kinds of time to throw, and then in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Takes a hard hit right there as the ball gets to him.
Yeah, that was Jackson Bugg, who couldn't hold on to it. Like you said, a fantastic hit there to knock that one out, almost intercepted.
So 3rd and 6, big play coming up here for Kent State's defense. Screen play, and not enough blocking in front, and good gang tackling as Santos picks up only a yard, and now Eastern Michigan's going to have to punt it back.
Yeah, I believe that's Brendan Fowler who's going to get credit with the tackle. Yes, it is, exactly. That's the stand they needed, Nate. Like you said, they had struggled defending the pass, but they did it well enough there. They're going to get the ball, again, pinned deep in their own territory, but they have to string some good plays together.
And Rambo, a decent return of 9 yards, gets it out near the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Shotgun formation for Tobias Johnson. Wide receiver screen. They've run that a lot tonight. Tanner Wilson this time makes the catch and has nowhere to go with it.
Yeah, had a lot of success in that first half. We saw the 2 big receptions by Wilson. Last drive, or a couple drives ago, they almost threw a pick, and that time it was defended well.
And now pistol set. They're going to slide a tight end across the formation, and they're going to go up the middle with Rocco Rambo, and he's going to power his way forward for 9. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's Brady Boutwell. I think he got carried for about 7 or 8 yards on that 9-yard pickup. Fantastic job there by Rocco Rambo just to, not go down.
Only 1 of 6 on 3rd down. This would be a big one to convert, and they will not do it. Andrew Stevens comes off the edge and puts a big hit on Rambo to stop him just short.
That's a huge hit from the Apple Valley, Minnesota native. You know what, Nate? So surprisingly, there are two players on this Eastern Michigan defense from Apple Valley, Minnesota, Andrew Stevens and James Horton, who we haven't called out yet, but I'm sure he's been making great plays.
And another special teams return, this one Michael Kane, and it is going to be 1st and 10. Again, Eastern Michigan on their own 47-yard line. So Eastern Michigan has been the beneficiary of great field position all night long. They've taken advantage to the tune of 31 points. And they're looking for more. This one complete. Jackson Bugg has 20 more yards inside the 35 and a first down.
Bugg had that drop on the last drive with the big hit right there, was found in much more space. Great find by Friedman as he cuts across the middle, goes across the formation to the other side, and that's just a great catch. Gets down inside the 35-yard line.
Silas Riggs, another tackle on the play. And now pistol formation for Eastern Michigan. Throwing it one more time, near side, complete. Freddie Chin, first time we've called his name in the second half. That's catch number 12. That ties him for 3rd now for a single game record for Eastern Michigan.
He's closing in on it. That's a long throw by Friedman. Very dangerous.
So a 2nd down and 7 coming up. 3-by-1 set, and they're going to go far side, complete. There's Chin again. So that's number 13. That ties him for 2nd place now on that list.
Yeah, this is definitely record watch territory for Freddie Chen of incredible performance.
So now 1st and 10, ball inside the 20. So officially in the red zone. They give it to Ziegler, and he is tripped up. He was looking for the end zone and just got tripped up by the shoestrings.
Yeah, Brendan Fowler with the 6th tackle on the night. Like you said, on the shoestrings, might have just deflected that ankle just enough to cross him over and bring him down.
They're going to fake it to him. Friedman's going to keep it on the read option, and he's going to find his way to the end zone once again, and it is another EMU touchdown.
Another touchdown for Friedman on the ground, his 2nd on the night. Utilized a little bit of that Tobias Johnson, zig and zag, didn't know which way he was going, and crosses over the goal line for the Eagles touchdown.
So 38-10, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Eastern Michigan in control of this one. Kent State now coming out, has to start building something. We've seen 28-point quarters before, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities that this is a potential comeback here as Sampson with a good 25-yard return. But, Tony, I think it's got to start right now on this drive if you're Kent State.
Yes, it does. Exactly. You're right, Nate. And you saw that graphic. Eastern Michigan only has 1 sack on the night, so Johnson hasn't really been affected that much in the passing game. They're just swarm tackling.
And they try and bring some pressure there. Don't get to him again. And Mooney with the 5-yard reception. A good start to this drive.
Yeah, first reception on the night for the Seattle Washington native. Got to call out all of my Washington natives here.
Coming all the way across the country to play for Kent State and getting an opportunity there to pick up 5 on that first catch. Complete again. This time it's Brandon DeMora. He's got 3, and this sets up a short 3rd and 1 that Kent State must convert.
Yes, it is. You're right. DeMora is probably the star of this Kent State offense. Eastern Michigan doing a great job of keying on him and not letting him, take hold.
So 3rd and 1, they're going to throw for it, trying to swing it out near side. And Rocco Rambo breaks a tackle, picks up the first down, gets a little bit of a headache for his trouble, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Yeah, those were some monstrous hits there on the side. I believe that was Axel Holgerson there.
So 1st and 10, Kent State. Underneath, complete, and another big hit, but Troy Mooney holds on, another 5 yards for him.
Yeah, that was another hit as well by Holgerson as well. 2 back-to-back plays by the receiver and the linebacker making the hits. Great job over, utilizing the sideline and now coming across over the middle.
So 2nd down and 5 now, inside of 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Kent State has the ball on their own 43-yard line, looking to put a drive together. Pressure coming, screen set up, and thrown away to the other direction.
That one probably just a smart throwaway. That way they can see to live another play. No need to force something and risk an interception.
And now 3rd down and 5. They've had some struggles converting on 3rd down. They've got a big play here inside the 20, inside the 15, and it's Brandon DeMora, 44 yards, dropped at the 13-yard line, and that's a huge conversion and a huge play.
Yes, it is. Nate, I called him out, a few plays ago, how Eastern Michigan was doing a good job of keeping him under control right there. Just got away from him. They lost him in the coverage, marched him down deep inside the red zone.
That little cover 2 soft spot there between the corner and the safety. Brandon DeMora, he's been around. He takes advantage of it there. Flag on the play, and we'll see what that is. Otherwise, it's a loss.
Defense.
Well, and now Kent State's going to catch a break as Richie Grimes called for offsides.
Yeah, a bit of a free play there, exactly. Very lucky for Kent State.
And it sounded like somebody in the stands here didn't like that call. And it'll be 1st and 5. You don't see that very often in the CFSL. Tobias Johnson trying to find some yards, but he's going to go down. It'll be Michael Sands, his first sack of the night. It'll be 2nd and 6.
His first sack on the night, his first sack of his career. Congratulations for there. Had his first tackle for loss earlier as well. Got just enough of him to bring him down. That's you had the 1st and 5. Now you're at 2nd and 6. That's never where you want to be.
It's weird to say a sack on 1st down and then it's 2nd and 6. It just doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't.
So 2nd and 6, 3 receivers set. They're going to go to the ground game up the middle, room to work, and nearly puts this one in the end zone. A great run there by Aldous Sampson coming in and giving Rocco Rambo a break.
Yeah, from Prosser, Washington, close to where I grew up, actually.
We'll see if he gets the ball again. It's not going to be him. It'll be Rambo. He's going to finish this drive off, and Kent State looking to start climbing back into this.
That is exactly what Kent State needed. A fantastic drive marching all the way down the field here, away from home as well. Eastern Michigan, you're still liking your position here. You're going to be up 21 points, but if Kent State can get a stop and get a quick score, they're right back in it.
Well, the big play on that was the 3rd down conversion that they were able to hit Brandon DeMora down the sideline. Gonna need a little bit more of that if you're Kent State. Might need to start taking some chances and throwing the ball downfield. You might need to start taking some chances on defense as well. You haven't put a lot of pressure on Friedman, and you haven't done a great job covering Freddie Chin tonight, as he is still on record watch. He's got 13 receptions, looking for 2 more to tie the school record.
Yes, he is. Kent State defensive end Jason Mallory had 4 sacks last week. Have not called his name yet on this broadcast. He needs to get into the backfield. Very lucky, actually, for Kent State that Oliver was tackled there. He had a lot of room on that return.
And so now 1st and 10. Swings this out to Ziegler. He's going to get 2 on that reception.
Yeah, solid performance out of the backfield for Ziegler as well. Been utilizing the ground game effectively, but both Ziegler and Santos getting the ball in the air and on the ground.
So empty set now, and they'll bring Ziegler in motion, fake it to him, a little RPO action, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. A nice hit there for one of the Kent State defenders to jar that loose.
Yeah, Oklahoma State tried to utilize that play a lot last season. Never really had too much success. It's very dangerous.
So 3rd and 8. You saw Eastern Michigan's success rate on 3rd down, and it's going to continue to climb. Jafari Davis Jr., 11 more yards, another 1st down for the Eagles.
Almost across 50 yards for Davis as well. If you are Kent State, you cannot be playing that soft coverage. You have to know where the chains are and tackle them beforehand.
Time to start taking some chances, some extra blitzes, bring some more pressure. And Friedman there, not enough time to find a receiver, and he throws that one away.
Yeah, not really pressuring Friedman there, but the coverage was just too good, so he had to throw the souvenir into the stands.
Pistol set and give it to Ziegler, and he kind of trips over his own feet trying to run over a defender. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Throw the 4s up in chat. Don't go away. We still got a good ball game. 38-17 Eastern Michigan over Kent State. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And back here at Ypsilanti, Michigan. 1 quarter left to go, and Kent State trying to make a comeback here, and that is not going to be a way to start it. Your defense needs to get off the field, and Jafari Davis Jr. going to make it a little bit harder for him. He picks up 21 and another first down.
Yes, he is. Looked like all the receivers ran go routes, maybe a skinny poster on the outside, and Davis was just there streaking across on that in route. Fantastic job right about the 15-yard mark. Just found the soft spot in the coverage and just went straight down the field. Great find by Friedman. Great play design.
And a great reminder there from Beat It Down. Make sure you like this stream. Make sure you're following the page so you know when we go live, as Carl Hoffman picks up 6 on that reception out of the backfield.
Yes, he does. Yeah, first time we're seeing him get the football as well. I believe that's a walk-on as well there.
And so everybody catching the football here in this Eastern Michigan offense, even the walk-ons. And Friedman going to throw one near side complete. Stone Williams, he's got 6. Give him another first down.
His first reception on the game, had 1 reception last week for a touchdown. Here, his first reception on the game, picking up a big first down as they march down the field.
3-by-1 set here for Eastern Michigan. Dumped underneath to Ziegler. Looking to break off a tackle, and he will inside the 5. Can he get to the end zone? Touchdown, Eagles.
That's got to be a play of the week candidate right there. Incredible individual effort by Gabriel Ziegler. Incredible marching. Just, I think he broke, 3 or 4 tackles on that play. That one might have put it out of reach here, Nate.
Breaks 3 or 4 tackles, drags a man the last 6 or 7 yards to the end zone. And Eastern Michigan back up 28, 45-17 your score, 8:02 to go here in the ball game. And a quick update over on Twitch with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Notre Dame holding on to a 12-point lead at home over Clemson, 27-15 in that one. And here you see the Eastern Michigan offensive highlights. Kent State hasn't been short on highlights on the offensive side either, but they're going to have to put a few more together, and they're going to have to do it in a hurry. 2-by-2 set on the 25-yard line, draw play, and that's not the highlight they're looking for. Rambo swallowed up in the backfield by Michael Sands.
Michael Sands there. Chase Matthews in there as well on the play. Like you said, Nate, that's exactly what they could not do. Have to get it down the field quickly. Maybe try and find Demura again deep on the left sideline.
And they were going to set up a screen, and Johnson just throws this one into the first row of the student section over there. It'll be 3rd and 14.
A pick 6 would be devastating. You cannot have that, so smart throw away.
3rd and 14. Got to come up with something big here if you're Kent State. Instead, Johnson slung to the turf by Anthony Simmons. His first sack of the ball game. 4th and 20 coming up, and probably going to be a punt.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. Simmons, the first sack of his career for the freshman defensive end. Everybody's getting involved on the Eastern Michigan offense and defense. Kent State has just had no success. I think that might be the second or third sack of the ball game. So Johnson has had time, but just on this drive and lately, he has not been able to find anything.
Eastern Michigan going to get great field position. And yeah, I think you're right. I think that is sack number 4 now for Eastern Michigan. But the 3 of them have come here in the last 2 drives or so. So the defense really starting to pin their ears back, go after Tobias Johnson. And now the offense for Eastern Michigan looking to put this one away if they haven't already. Complete to Ziegler inside the 30, going to be short of the first down by just a couple of inches.
It's a fantastic adjustment from Friedman as well. We saw him throw earlier in the ball game and not give his playmaker enough time to turn upfield. He did right there, and that was a huge gain.
So now 2-by-2 set. They're going to give it to Ziegler, and he's going to fight off of one defender before he is drugged down. And another first down for Eastern Michigan.
That was Marshall Haley, the freshman linebacker, who couldn't quite make the play in the backfield and got dragged, but he did come up with the tackle.
So again, 2-by-2 set. They're going to motion a receiver out of the backfield, and they're going to throw it again towards the end zone, complete. Brandon Oliver, 25 yards and a touchdown.
Oh my goodness, that's his 3rd touchdown on the game in the air, his 4th on the game with that fumble recovery. Just burned the defense. That's just poor coverage by Kent State, and another incredible drive by Eastern Michigan. They put this one firmly out of reach. Kent State might be playing for pride at this point, but there are lots of things that you can pick up on, especially here in this last 7 minutes.
6:42 to go, 52-17. And you're right, while this game might be out of reach at this point, it's time to start looking for what you can build off of for next week if you're Kent State. They've had some moments. They've been able to take a couple of shots, but lately they haven't been able to protect Tobias Johnson.
No, they have not. You're absolutely right. That was also the third receiving touchdown for Brandon Oliver, sets the Eastern Michigan school record for touchdown receptions in a game.
Yeah, so here we were so focused on what Freddie Chin was doing, we almost missed that, so we apologize, but congratulations to Brandon Oliver. Tobias Johnson complete on that first down pickup. It's actually a three-way tie for first as we're being corrected by our associate producer Frosty, and now it's second down and 3. Tobias Johnson going to scramble ahead for 5 yards and move the chains.
He's been very effective running the football, especially scrambling late when he's been given enough time. He's averaging nearly 5 yards a carry.
So now 1st and 10. Screenplay and not much room to work for Rambo. He's going to be drugged down in the backfield once again. This Eastern Michigan front, they haven't put a ton of pressure on the quarterback, but they have made plays in other ways tonight.
Yes, they have Paul Painter chasing down Rambo there. I believe that's his second tackle for loss on the game. And you're right, like you said, Nate, they're making plays all over the field, not really pressuring them, but the tackle for losses, the swarming defense, and the pass deflections as well.
Screenplay coming other direction. Rambo has some blocking this time and then is turned inside out. What a hit. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 now. Let's just hope Rambo can get up after that one.
Yeah, made a great cut here on the block, but Dante Brown just annihilates him. Oh, my goodness. As you can see, Rambo slowly getting up there in the background, but he is up. So look, that's good to see if you're Kent State.
Now, that might be concussion protocol central after that hit. And we'll see what they do here. They're going to 3rd and 7. No screenplay here. Taking the shot downfield, complete and fighting for extra yards is Andrew Weimeyer. And it is a 38-yard gain. And where was this earlier in the ballgame? These are the shots that Kent State needs to be taking because they have been there.
They have. You're right. The middle of the field has been largely vacated by this Kent State offense, but when they've gone to it, they've had success. They've gotten a little bit lucky with that cover 2 breaker, I think, earlier with Brandon Demura, but right there, the middle of the field has been open all game.
So now 2-by-2 set, draw play, and a good gain in Sampson, but he takes a hit. So they did have the backup running back in, so somebody go check on Rocco Rambo, make sure he's okay. And Sampson took a hit himself.
Yeah, they might need to maybe change helmets or shoulder pads or something with how violent that hit from Brown was. But that was a great play there as well to pick up 5.
The 2nd down, and there's Rambo back in. He takes another hit. Can't get to the edge. He's going to lose 3 on that run as Axel Holgerson with the tackle in the backfield for a loss. There we go.
There we go. Holgerson, the Denmark native, actually from Copenhagen, did a great job of keeping outside contain there and getting the tackle.
So 3rd and 8, screenplay once again. Cut up field, and Sampson picks up 6. Going to be a couple yards short. We'll see, does Kent State take the points? Nope, they're going to go for it.
I love this call. You have to have the points here.
James Horton, tackle number 6 on that 3rd down play. So 4th and 2. Looking to throw and running out of time. How did he get out of that? 3 defensive linemen, and none of them came up with the sack. Tobias Johnson gets away for the 1st down.
That might be one of the most athletic plays we see all season. Incredible individual effort. He's not going down without a fight.
Well, somebody remember that play right there and get it to Silent Ninja or whoever needs it for the top plays of the week. And Horton comes up with a big play there, his 1st sack of the night.
Yeah, broke through the block by the center there as well. Just, I still can't get over that play. Oh my goodness, from Johnson, but that was a great tackle from Horton.
And on a 4th down makes that just that much more impressive. And now Sampson, 3 yards on a 2nd and long, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Swung down by Michael Sands from behind there. Yeah, exactly. 3rd and 9 is right. This is a must convert for a touchdown on this drive.
And they're calling it 3rd and 9. Might as well be 3rd and goal. Screenplay. Hiddsy lets it go, and Rambo's going to lose 3 more yards. That screenplay has just not worked tonight for Kent State.
No, it has not. Great pressure, getting the ball out quickly, maybe a little bit quicker than he wanted to. And Holgerson again flying up from that linebacker position to make the play. 4th and 12, they're going to go for it, Nate.
I mean, you might as well, all right? You're down 52-17. Got to get something going here. Needs the end zone. Check down. Can Sampson get there? Not quite. He's going to be marked inside the 1-yard line, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
That is so heartbreaking if you're Kent State. You know, I don't know if he got there, but I think it was a little bit closer. Would have at least put it to review.
And now up the middle with Ziegler, 4 yards, and it's going to be Gabriel Ziegler time. They're just going to try and run this clock down.
Yes, they are. Exactly right. As you can see in chat, Beat It Down B wants to get Freddie Chen the record. I don't know if they're going to be able to, though.
No, he would need 2 more catches just to tie it. Ziegler looking for first down yardage. Got it. Across the 15-yard line, 11 more yards. And now Ziegler, he's going to be asking for the football a couple more times. He wants to get to 100.
Yes, he does. Exactly. At 15 rushes so far, so being heavily utilized so far in this Eagle offense.
Sliding it tight end in motion now. And they're going to go back to Ziegler. He's going to find 4 yards. So now about 3 yards shy of the 100-yard mark. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Drake Masters as well, the linebacker, coming up with the tackle on that play, preventing Ziegler from getting to 100.
1:04 and counting now. Pistol formation. They're going to hand it off again. A lot of room to work this time for Santos. 13 yards and a first down inside a minute now to go.
I think if you're Ziegler, you got to be mad at the coach for taking you out of that play for the big hole that was created.
Now he's going to get maybe 1 more carry here. 20 seconds left. They do give it to Ziegler. There's his 100 yards. Give him 8 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. But more importantly, that one should wrap this thing up. And it will. So the clock hits triple zeros. Eastern Michigan defends home turf. 52-17 your final score. And Tony, let's wrap this thing up.
I think we saw a complete performance by that Eastern Michigan team. As you can see, Ludwig Friedman, player of the game right there. Offense was clicking on all cylinders. Defense stood tall when it needed to, even though it didn't get as much pressure. And Kent State, I think you take a lot of positives from this game going into next week, but just was too much for this game.
Quick reminder, everybody, head on over to Twitch. They're going to have a great ending over there. Notre Dame holding on to a 5-point lead. I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and, of course, Tony Papel, my broadcast partner for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy. You've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. That's it tonight for us. Make sure you come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. UNC in Miami on Twitch, Bowling Green and IU right here on YouTube. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you then, everyone.